Welcome to the Deep Dive, your personal shortcut to being incredibly well-informed. Today we're diving deep into the latest AI advancements. We'll explore what's new, what's surprising, and maybe most importantly, what it all means for you. Our mission, really, for this deep dive is to cut through all the noise and just pull out the really important nuggets of knowledge. Think of it as a whirlwind tour. We're looking at, groundbreaking new AI models changing how we interact with tech. Practical uses, solving critical real-world problems, and even some pretty crucial discussions around your personal privacy in this whole fast-moving landscape.
And it's a perfect time for this, I think, because these updates, they aren't just theoretical anymore, are they? We're really seeing AI move and move fast from just concepts to, well, everyday reality. It's getting integrated into our lives in ways that are, frankly, both fascinating and profoundly impactful.
Okay, let's unpack this then, starting with the big one, AI voice. It's rapidly becoming a primary way we talk to intelligence systems. And we've just seen two major players, OpenAI and Microsoft, drop some truly incredible updates. Kicking us off, OpenAI, they've just announced the general availability of their real-time API, and it's specifically optimized for what they're calling production-ready voice agents. So this isn't just a test anymore. It's like ready for prime time.
Right.
I was really struck by the claims about its capabilities, stronger instruction following, accurate function calling, really impressive multilingual understanding. What's actually enabling this level of precision and natural interaction? What makes it stand out?
What's truly fascinating here, and this really drives that precision you're talking about, is that OpenAI's GPT-Realtime. It isn't just chaining together a speech-to-text model and then a text-to-speech model. It's a single integrated speech-to-speech system, you see. And this unified approach, it dramatically cuts down the latency. It makes interactions feel, well, truly natural and responsive. Almost like you're speaking to another person in real time, not, waiting for a computer to process everything.
That real-time bit feels revolutionary. I mean, imagine an AI agent reading some complex legal disclaimer word for word perfectly, or like seamlessly shifting between English and French mid-conversation without missing a beat. This isn't just about recognizing words anymore, is it? It's about understanding and responding with conversational nuance.
Exactly.
And what's even more impressive is the expressive human-like audio delivery. They've even introduced new voices, Cedar and Marin, I think, and developers can use these fine-grained prompts like speak empathetically in a French accent or speak quickly and professionally. The control over tone and style is getting incredibly sophisticated.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture for you, the listener, imagine customer service agents that don't just sound human, but actually seem to understand your context, your tone, even subtle things like laughter.
Right.
And then adapt their own tone dynamically. This level of precision is absolutely critical in, well, high-stakes areas like sensitive customer support calls, where, empathy can really diffuse a situation. Or maybe identity verification, where a misinterpretation has serious consequences. It's moving beyond just understanding words to understanding emotion and intent.
And the API itself has some cool new features, too, really opening up possibilities. You can now use image input. So, like, you could upload a screenshot and ask the AI agent to read text right from it, or even describe what's in the picture.
That's useful.
Yeah. Then there's SIP calling, which means these AI agents can connect directly to the public phone network. Think about integrating into traditional call centers.
Seamless integration.
Exactly. Plus, their remote servers allow for smooth tool integration, basically letting developers plug in new capabilities, new data sources to the AI agents on the fly wherever they happen to be hosted.
Of course, this does raise an important question about building trust, right? As these voice agents become more common, especially when they can connect to the public phone network.
Yeah, good point.
OpenAI has put in several safeguards, things like built-in content moderation, customizable guardrails, and a crucial detail. They only use preset synthetic voices. That's to prevent, malicious impersonation.
Okay, that's key.
Yeah. And they also support EU data residency, which is important for privacy compliance. It's definitely a critical balancing act between, powerful capabilities and deploying it responsibly.
And for developers maybe looking to get started, there's some good news. OpenAI announced a 20% price reduction for GPT-Realtime. That makes these advanced voice capabilities a bit more accessible for building applications. It's a clear signal they want this tech adopted widely. Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting on the competitive front. While OpenAI is refining its offerings, we're seeing Microsoft step up its game in a big way. with
Ah.
its own significant moves in AI voice. It feels like a strategic declaration, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. This signals Microsoft's deep commitment to building its own core models. And for many observers, yeah, it suggests a strategic step toward maybe greater independence from OpenAI's products down the line.
Right.
It's not just about using AI anymore. It's about owning that foundational AI layer,
Right.
which is, well, a massive strategic pivot for the company's future.
And they've unveiled MAI Voice 1. It's an expressive speech generation model delivering high-fidelity audio at a remarkable speed. We're talking generating a full minute of audio in less than a second on a single GPU. That's incredibly fast.
Wow.
How does that kind of speed fundamentally change what's possible for real-time AI agents and, the user experience?
Well, that speed, it fundamentally changes the nature of real-time AI. It becomes less about waiting for a response and more about, like, instant fluid co-creation.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. This kind of instantaneous audio generation, it enables totally new types of real-time applications that just weren't feasible before because of latency. Imagine truly interactive storytelling where the narrative adapts to your input in real time with a perfectly natural voice.
Yeah, or like guided meditations.
Exactly. Guided meditations that dynamically respond to maybe your emotional state. It really shifts the paradigm from sort of turn-taking to continuous interaction.
MAI Voice 1 is apparently already deployed in Microsoft's Copilot Daily and podcasts, making those experiences more natural. And you can even try it out in Copilot Labs for demos like AI-generated storytelling or those guided meditations you mentioned. I mean, the potential for truly immersive audio experiences and personalized content creation is huge.
Definitely.
And beyond just voice, Microsoft also introduced MAI 1 Preview. This is their first in-house foundation model, and it's massive, trained on an astounding 15,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, using a sophisticated mixture of experts architecture. Okay, for those of us who aren't deep into model architecture, can you give us the quick, so what mixture of experts actually means here?
Yeah, sure. So basically, a mixture of experts architecture, it isn't just one giant AI brain. Think of it more like bringing together multiple specialized AI models
Mhm.
or experts.
Okay.
Each one tackles different parts of a problem more efficiently. So maybe one expert is really good at language translation, another's great at code generation. The system intelligently routes parts of the input to the best expert for that specific job. It allows for these incredibly large and powerful models that are also more efficient when they're actually running, providing a really powerful backbone for a wide range of AI capabilities.
Got it.
And this MAI-1 preview, it's currently being publicly tested on El Marina and is rolling out into Copilot text use cases too.
So Microsoft AI sees voice becoming kind of the defining interface for AI companions. And these new foundation models are the backbone for what they're calling trusted applied AI. It sounds like they're really emphasizing AI that empowers everyone, acting as a supportive, reliable companion. It's a compelling vision.
It is.
Now let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about how AI is directly addressing critical real-world challenges, not just in new products, but in like public services. This next story really brings AI into focus for public safety. We're talking about AI voice assistants actually entering 911 call centers.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, a company called Aurelian, they're Y Combinator backed, just raised $14 million to deploy AI voice assistants in these incredibly vital 911 call centers. That's a significant investment in a really high stakes area.
It absolutely is. And, 911 dispatching is one of the most pressured industries out there. They face chronic staffing shortages, high turnover. Dispatchers are often working these grueling 12 to 16-hour shifts,
Oh, man.
leading to burnout, potential delays in critical situations. This is an acute problem where AI isn't just, a nice to have. It could be an essential solution to a real human scale crisis.
And Aurelian's solution seems brilliant in its simplicity.
Mhm.
The AI assistant, it triages the non-emergency calls, noise complaints, parking violations, stolen wallet reports, things like that.
Okay.
But here's the crucial part. If the AI detects a true emergency, that call gets immediately transferred to a human dispatcher. So urgent cases are still handled by people. It sounds incredibly efficient for those non-emergency situations.
Mhm.
But, for some people, the idea of an AI making even non-emergency triage decisions,
Yeah.
it might raise concerns, right, about missing nuances or the human connection. How do companies like Aurelian address those kinds of anxieties?
That's a very valid concern and something these companies are keenly aware of. The key is really in that immediate human handoff for genuine emergencies. That's non-negotiable. For the non-emergency calls, the AI is designed to be highly structured. It focuses on collecting precise information for common, well-defined issues, like a parking violation.
Hmm.
It's not really trying to replicate human empathy for those specific types of calls.
Okay, I see.
The goal is more to quickly and consistently gather the necessary data, which then frees up the human dispatchers for situations where, empathy, critical thinking, rapid decision-making under pressure are absolutely paramount.
Yeah.
It's really about augmenting human capability, not replacing it entirely where that human touch is needed most.
That makes sense. And the origin story for Aurelian is pretty interesting. The founder, Max Keenan, he initially built a system for automated appointment bookings for hair salons, but he pivoted after a salon owner waited 45 minutes on a non-emergency line just trying to report a blocked parking lot. That experience really highlighted this much larger, more critical problem that his tech could actually help solve.
And as Mustafa Nimutchwala, a partner at NEA who invested, put it, I thought this quote was telling, "You're not replacing an existing human being. You're replacing a person they wanted to hire but couldn't."
Yeah.
It really highlights AI's role here as a solution to critical staffing gaps, making sure the system works better for everyone involved. It fills a void rather than, displacing existing human roles.
And these systems are being deployed pretty quickly. Since May 2024, Aurelian's AI assistant has been put into service in over a dozen U.S. dispatch centers, places like Snohomish County in Washington, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's pretty rapid adoption for such a sensitive application.
It really is. And it's a profound example of AI becoming, well, almost a necessity in public safety infrastructure. It shows how it can potentially dramatically improve response times and free human dispatchers to focus their energy and expertise on those truly life-threatening situations. It's a clear case of tech enabling more effective human intervention where it's most needed.
Okay, now let's bring it even closer to home. How can you, listening right now, use AI to solve what feels like a universal pain point? Email overload.
The eternal struggle.
Exactly. There's a fantastic step-by-step guide out there that shows how you can build your own AI agent for email support, and it could genuinely revolutionize your inbox. The goal here is pretty straightforward. Automatically triage your incoming emails, maybe tag the right team members in Slack, and even draft professional responses for you. Imagine turning that just overwhelming email avalanche into a well-oiled, efficient machine, giving you back precious time.
That sounds amazing.
Right, so here's how you can actually do it using Zapier Agents. First, you go into Zapier Agents, click New Agent, name it something clear like Email Triage Assistant, then you set it to run daily, say, at 9 a.m. That's smart because batch processing saves on those Zapier task calls.
Good tip.
Then you click on Copilot and paste in a clear prompt, something like, every day at 9 a.m. PST, retrieve all emails from the last 24 hours. Classify them as spam, auto-replies, PR marketing, customer support, feedback, or general inquiry. You define the categories.
Okay.
Then you add your custom team tagging rules. This lets you funnel specific types of emails to specific people or channels. After that, you click Add Tools and connect your Gmail, your Slack, maybe relevant FAQ URLs, whatever context it needs, and you have to grant it full permissions for autonomous operation.
Right. The permissions part is key.
Finally, you test it out with your current inbox, just check that the categorization is working accurately, and then you enable the daily schedule. It sounds like a game changer, truly. But while it sounds great, are there scenarios where an overly autonomous AI could actually cause more problems in an inbox, especially when you're granting full permissions?
That's a critical consideration, and yeah, the answer is absolutely yes. If it's not properly configured, or if you give it too much autonomy without any human oversight, an AI agent could misclassify important emails, or send inappropriate autoresponses, or even, inadvertently share sensitive information if its context isn't carefully managed. This is where the pro tip comes in, and it's crucial. The more context you provide, feed it those FAQ URLs, relevant Notion docs, maybe examples of previous support threads, the better your agent will perform and the fewer missteps it's likely to make.
Yeah.
It helps it handle those tricky edge cases and ensures it knows exactly who to loop in and when not to act on its own. It's almost like having a digital butler for your inbox.
Yeah.
Though maybe don't trust it with your personal shopping list just yet.
Fair enough. So what does this all mean for you? It means potentially a dramatically more organized inbox and workflow. You can take back your time from just managing email and focus on what truly matters, knowing your email is being handled intelligently and hopefully effectively.
Yeah, but potentially huge time savings.
Okay, so while AI offers all this incredible convenience, it also brings up important questions about our data, our personal choices. Let's talk about privacy in the AI world for a moment. Anthropic, the makers of Claude AI, they're making a significant update to their consumer terms and privacy policy.
Right. This is important.
Essentially, you have to decide by September 28, 2025, whether you want to allow your conversations and your coding sessions with Claude to be used for AI training. This is a really crucial choice for every individual Claude user.
And the choice is quite stark, really.
Yeah.
It's designed to give you options, though. If you opt in, your data from new or resumed chats will be stored for up to 5 years. That data helps with model training and safety improvements.
Okay.
If you opt out, your data stays under the existing 30-day retention policy, and crucially, it will not be used for training. Now, importantly, even if you do opt in, any conversations you delete will not be used for future model training.
Good to know.
And it's also worth noting, these changes do not apply to their enterprise services, like Claude for Work, or if you're using the API. This is very specific to individual consumer use.
Okay, but this does raise an important question, doesn't it, about how meaningful user control truly is when these options are presented. TechCrunch, for example, they voiced concerns about the update's design. They pointed out there's a prominent accept button, and the data sharing option is automatically toggled on.
Ah, the default opt-in.
Right, which could subtly nudge users into consenting without maybe fully realizing what they're agreeing to. It echoes past warnings from the FTC about similar design choices, which they sometimes called dark patterns.
Indeed. And this update, well, it definitely reflects the intense competitive pressures within the AI industry.
Yeah.
Everyone needs access to high-quality training data.
Free.
But it also really highlights that privacy is kind of the fault line where trust in AI companies is won or lost. How companies handle user data directly impacts public confidence. And the way these choices are presented makes a huge difference in how users perceive that trust, whether it feels genuine or, well, manipulated.
Yeah, fault line feels like the right term there. It's this constant tension.
And yet, despite these really significant ethical considerations, the pace of innovation just keeps accelerating. There's incredible creativity emerging across the whole ecosystem, offering tools to solve both, large-scale and everyday problems.
Exactly. And speaking of that ingenuity, let's pivot just quickly to a tour of some cool AI tools we've come across, just showing the breadth of innovation happening right now, emphasizing practical utility for you.
All right, let's see them.
First up, there's DeForge. Think of it like a Canva-style platform, but for creating and customizing AI agents. It uses a no-code, node-based interface, which makes powerful AI accessible to almost anyone, even if you don't have coding experience.
Nice. Democratization of AI building.
Exactly. Then we have Finto. This tool offers AI agents that automate the entire invoice-to-pay process, like everything from verification and supplier communication to approvals and ERP journal entries. They claim it cuts an impressive 80% of process costs.
Wow, 80%. That's huge for businesses.
Huge. Next is Trace. It helps you, well, trace your workflows and automate the busy work. It does this by breaking down tasks and assigning the right agent, whether that's a human or an AI. It's all about optimizing efficiency by intelligently delegating tasks.
Smart routing.
Yep. And finally, there's Rube. Rube allows your AI to actually execute tasks directly across over 500 different applications, all right, within the chat interface. So no more just suggesting what to do, it actually does the work.
Yeah.
Which is a powerful step towards truly autonomous agents.
Yeah, moving from advisor to actual doer. That's a significant leap. These tools really demonstrate the creativity and ingenuity in applying AI, not just in these massive systems, but in breaking down everyday business challenges and boosting efficiency for individuals and organizations alike. It's about bringing practical automation and intelligence right to your fingertips.
What a journey we've been on in this deep dive. We went from those advanced voice models by OpenAI and Microsoft that are really redefining how we interact with technology to seeing real-world applications in public safety with 911 call centers and even personal productivity, like building your own AI email agent. And we also touched on those critical discussions around user privacy.
It truly reinforces just how rapid the evolution of AI is and how it's increasingly integrating into our daily lives and our essential infrastructure. It's definitely no longer some distant future concept. It's here, and it's changing things right now, impacting public safety, business operations, even our personal inboxes.
It's clear AI isn't just a concept anymore, is it? It's actively shaping our interactions, our work, even our safety. It's becoming this invisible yet really powerful partner in so many facets of life.
And as we gain more control over AI, like, the ability to build our own email agents, We're also simultaneously being asked to make more significant choices about our data. That ongoing tension between convenience, innovation, and privacy, it's only going to grow as AI becomes even more pervasive.
Which leaves us with a final provocative thought for you to consider. What personal line will you draw as AI becomes an even more integral part of your life? Where does convenience end, and where does personal responsibility begin in this new AI-powered world?